Our next story is about Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Meta, the tech giant behind Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. This is a man who's built an empire on knowing everything about you, your favorite food, your high school crush, the exact moment you're tempted to impulse shop. Zuckerberg knows all of it. He commands the world's biggest personal data harvesting machine, and yet suddenly he cares about privacy. Why? Because this time his own words were leaked. On Thursday, Mark Zuckerberg held Meta's first all-hands meeting of 2025. Employees submitted questions. Zuckerberg answered all of them. The main themes were the layoffs, the end of DEI at Meta. DEI, as you know, is diversity, equity and inclusion. Donald Trump has declared war on it, so Meta is scrapping it. Which brings us to the next agenda item. Working with President Donald Trump, that was discussed. Zuckerberg's controversial masculine energy comments were also in focus. TikTok's dominance, the benefits of DeepSeek and even remote work. Mark Zuckerberg addressed all of this. And his message to employees? Buckle up. 2025 will be intense. But there's one topic he just wouldn't let go of. Leaks. That's right, Zuckerberg is fed up with people spilling his secrets. Here's what he said, and I have his quote. "Everything I say leaks, and it sucks, right? I want to be able to talk about stuff openly, but I'm also trying to, we're trying to build stuff and create value in the world, not destroy value by talking about stuff that inevitably leaks." So to sum it up, Zuckerberg is angry. Everything he says gets leaked. So he decided to address the leaking problem, and ironically, that got leaked too. Meta, of course, was not laughing about it. Shortly after this, the company sent a memo to staff, stressing that leaks were a serious issue, that staffers involved would be fired, and that Meta would not tolerate this breach of trust. Do you know what's even funnier? That memo got leaked too. It's starting to look like Zuckerberg can control the metaverse, but not his own office. Now, leaks in any company are a big deal. Internal discussions are meant to stay internal. When trust breaks, it creates an atmosphere of paranoia. Who's talking? Who's listening? Who's next? But Meta's leaks are not just office gossip gone rogue. This is about something bigger. Mark Zuckerberg has run Meta in a particular way for years, positioning himself as a liberal tech leader. He's championed inclusivity. He's pushed fact-checking. He played the role of a responsible tech CEO. But since November last year, there's been a complete U-turn, and the reason is Donald Trump. Zuckerberg is now echoing Trump's language, prioritizing business over ideology. And while that may keep Meta safe in a Trump-led America, it is backfiring inside the company. Employees are quietly revolting, and these leaks are their way of fighting back. But beyond company politics, there's a bigger story at play. For years, Meta has tracked users across apps, harvested their personal data, built an advertising empire worth billions of that data. In 2022 alone, Meta raked in nearly $113 billion from ads. It's a business model built on knowing everything about you. And yet here we are. Zuckerberg is now complaining about his privacy being violated. Why? Because no one warned him that even he could be a victim. At best, it is poetic justice. At worst, it's just another day at Meta. And you can see why. Big tech may have our attention, but it does not have our trust. Let me show you the survey of American teens. Nearly 50% say they do not trust big tech, companies like Google, Meta, TikTok. 64% young people believe big tech does not care about their mental health. 62% say that companies won't protect their safety. 53% say that these companies are not ethical. So American teens do not trust these tech giants. And can you blame them? When the Meta CEO cannot keep his own secrets safe, what can he do with ours? Also, this is not just about leaks, it's about control. Mark Zuckerberg built a company that knows everything about everyone. But now he's realizing what it feels like. Maybe, just maybe, he'll start to understand why the rest of us have been concerned all along. But if history has taught us anything, don't hold your breath. We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we've put together for you. And now to touted as the minimum wage defense from that video. India's neighbors were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout this week. Yes, Hindu Mandir in we're on our way to Tel Aviv measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
We were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 4.3 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.